Hello and welcome to the Engerati studio here at the ENTSO-E annual conference in Brussels. I'm joined here by Olivier Grabette, who's Deputy CEO at RTE. Olivier, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's talk perhaps first about customers. So in the clean energy package, customers were put at the centre of the energy system. You could say that that's quite clear for DSOs in terms of what their role is in that, but what does it mean for TSOs?
First of all, TSOs, they do have also direct customers. We have hundreds of industrial customers that are directly connected on the transmission grid. The clean energy package will put the customer in the center of the power system for tomorrow. It's a clear issue for us. Our goal is to provide services, in fact, to all people and help him to optimize the power system to guarantee a high quality of service and a low cost. And we have to integrate this new paradigm in the way we will provide the services. Usually, we have a very good tool, which is the transmission grid, to provide the service. But now, we have to think about how to have a close combination of the transmission grid and digital solution to provide the services with new resources. And the new resources will be offered by the active consumers. So the possibility to offer flexibility service, to adapt their behavior to new economic signals. And we have to rethink the way we will provide high quality of service with low cost, considering this new resource.
And so what role do you see the TSO playing in flexibility in the grid system?
We have a great experience of that in France because we developed innovative market design to help the demand response entering in all the part of the market. And if I can give an example, at the moment, the fast reserve that we buy in order to balance very close to real time the power system, we have more than 30% that is provided through demand response. The big issue is how we will be able to scale up the offer of flexibility, which is at the moment mostly proposed by industrials and a very light part with individuals. And with the development tomorrow of new devices, the smart devices, smart metering, and e-mobility, we will have a higher potential, but which is more dispersed. And the issue is how we will be able to use this resource. And one of the key is not to segment in different market the use of the flexibility. And because we know that to develop flexibility need investment. And so we have to share all those flexibility resources to solve different type of problem. Balancing, distribution grid congestion, transmission grid congestion, and not to split in different sector or silos, which will be, if we do that, the best solution not to develop the demand side response.
Well, how do you avoid doing that? I mean, it sounds like it's about taking a holistic approach, but how do you avoid approaching it in silos?
So the main issue is to develop a cooperative approach, and especially with DSOs through common platform. And so we are testing at the moment such solution in a pilot project in the west of France. And what we do believe is that we do need a common platform which all the flexibility offers, and we will be able to select the one which is the most relevant to solve the type of problem. But the flexibility providers will be able to value their offer on all the part of the market.
And can you go into a little bit more detail about the collaboration, the TSO DSO collaboration in one of the projects that you've got? You mentioned one there in the south of France.
So we have at the moment a big issue because in the mind of the people there is a clear border between the DSO world and the TSO world, because we used to have physical assets and it's very obvious to say, okay, this switch is the limit between the DSO world and the TSO world. But with data, this is not anymore relevant because you can share the data. You can send it to two different places. And so the question is not to define where is the border, but what value we can bring to our customers, to the community using those data. So the first principle is to develop a common platform to make access to the data easier, and also to develop a collaborative process to be able to define what is the best use of this offer, of this resource.
Okay. And we've been asking a few people, and we spoke off air about it as well, about this idea of the burning platform. That issue that is becoming more immediate and it's also incredibly important. What would you describe as, or what issue or topic would you see as the burning platform for TSOs?
The burning platform for TSOs to me is the regulation, because and the remuneration scheme for DSOs, because many of our remuneration is given by investment on hardware, big infrastructures. And so we are not so well recognized when we are providing smart solutions.
In terms of company value?
In terms of company value, and then we have to think about also new regulation scheme, and because if I can give an example, because we had this case last year, we had a big investment that was decided and validated by the regulators. So it was a hardware investment, several millions of euros, and so it was very fine for us. But on our side, we decided that it was not the best solution, because we were able to develop innovative solutions based on IT system, on new risk analysis model, on monitoring and flexibility resource uses, but the cost was much lower, and most of the cost was not investment, but also to be able to buy services. And so it's a big issue, because it's a high value for the community, but it's not a good value for the shareholder.
So how would you change that, the way that it's valued then? If we need to is it even a question of regulation? I mean, if we're to change to a new model of valuation and away from just the pure value of physical assets, what does the alternative look like?
What I think is that we need to rethink this regulation, not based on the past, but to be pushed by a clear vision about the future, and to be able to align the interest of the different stakeholders. And it is crucial, in fact, to improve and develop new model, innovation and better services for all our customers and all people.
That sounds like a good note to end on. And it's an interesting burning platform that I hope we will delve into more in the future. Olivier, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. And thank you for joining us in the Engerati studio here at the ENTSO-E annual conference in Brussels. Goodbye.